There is no question we're living in an unusual time, and that means learning new behaviors like social distancing, wearing masks, and now that also means sometimes speaking up, asking uncomfortable questions. Parenting expert Dr. Debbie Gilboa, or Dr. G, is with us right now, and she says sometimes those questions could save your life. And Dr. G, I love this topic because it can be awkward. You can worry about ruining a relationship by asking some of these questions, but they're important to ask.
They're so important to ask. Asking someone, hey, would you mind putting your mask up over your mouth and your nose? That is something a lot of people have considered asking recently, but it feels so difficult to do. Or just saying to a friend, yeah, I would love for us to sit outside and eat pizza, but could we split the check?
Yeah.
Or asking, hey, you seem sad. Is your depression getting worse? These are really difficult questions to ask, absolutely. And you can forgive yourself for not asking, but the consequences of not asking could be huge.
Well, and especially with the COVID questions. I mean, like right now, what we're living through, like if someone invites you over to a get-together and you want to ask, will everyone be wearing masks? Have you been sick? Has anyone in your family been sick? Like if you don't...
outside, what's...
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why are these questions so hard to ask? It feels like we just need to get the gumption up to do it, but there's something holding us back.
Yes. And what's holding us back are two things about our brains. We are wired to consider the short-term consequences of doing something as more weighty or important than the long-term consequences. Mm-hmm. So that obstacle of somebody might be mad at me, or it might be uncomfortable afterwards, or I don't know what they'll say, or they might blow up, that feels like a bigger obstacle than if I don't ask this, I could get my own dad sick, or I could put my kid in a dangerous situation. So that's one problem. The other problem is that our brains naturally think of not doing something as safer than doing it, no matter what it is. But that's not always true. Making a change feels inherently riskier, changing the dynamic. This was actually a big problem when seatbelts were first put in cars. It felt to people as more dangerous. But this is a good example because we now know that seatbelts make us safer. And so we had to get past that and get to some rational thinking as opposed to our instincts.
So how do you get past it? Because both of what you said, my brain works both those ways. I totally understand that. How do you get past that and sort of gather the momentum to be able to ask these questions?
So first, just recognizing like, okay, just because my brain does that and the more anxious I am, the more it will do that, doesn't mean it's true. And just like a seatbelt, although it's not 100%, this will probably keep us safer. So I want you to think about the people in your life who are counting on you to keep yourself and them safe. But I want you to just ask yourself two questions in that situation. One is the worst thing that is likely to happen if I ask this question better or worse than the potential consequences of not asking this question? Usually that comes down to, is it worth it to be uncomfortable so that we're not unsafe? Because uncomfortable is hard, but it's not as bad as unsafe, right?
Totally makes sense, yeah.
The other thing is, because of course somebody's reaction, you don't want to ruin your relationships.
Right.
So the other question I want you to ask yourself is, what's the most respectful way I can ask this question? You can't control the other person's reaction. You don't know what's going on in their head or what kind of a day they're having, but you can control the words you choose, your tone of voice, the volume of your voice, your facial expression, your body language, how many other people hear you ask, are you embarrassing that person and putting them on the spot? So there's a lot you can control to make this clear to the person you're asking that you're really asking for your own safety or peace of mind and not to make them feel like a jerk.
And so to that point, how do you ask something like this? Because I think this is an important one. Do you have guns in the house? Because if your kids are going over to someone else's house, you want to know that kind of information. Many parents do, at least. How do you ask that?
Absolutely. And knowing that you can also ask follow-up questions. So you might say, hey, do you have guns in the house? And if they say, yeah, say, great, can you tell me how they're secured? Or how you make sure that the kids can't see them, touch them, get to them. But the first question, the best way to do it is to make it about yourself. because you're asking this out of the clear blue sky from
Right.
this person's point of view. If they don't know this is on your mind or that this is a concern for you. So you might just say, hey, there's something because of my own anxiety or my own concerns that I ask everybody if my child is going to be sleeping over at a friend's house or over for a number of hours. And I hope you'll understand that really it's just about my comfort or a situation that I went through as a child or whatever you can authentically say so that they are already in the mood to have empathy for you and be compassionate towards you and see that you are not trying to start an issue with them,
Right.
but this is information you need.
It's not like you're apologizing for asking the question, but you're not being confrontational. You're coming at it from an entirely different point of view.
And giving context.
Yes.
I recently in the grocery store saw someone really kindly say, hey, to the person behind them who had their mask just on their chin and was standing kind of close, said, hey, I'm buying these things for my mom who's going through cancer treatment. Would you just do me a favor and put your mask on and step back a little bit?
Yeah. It's so much of it is how you say it. Hey, absolutely great advice and so timely. Thank you, Dr. G.
Absolutely. And I think that it's important to remember this is a really necessary skill, but it takes a little time to learn. So be compassionate to yourself as well.
That's great advice, too. All right, and look for more advice from Dr. Debbie Gilboa, parenting expert, author, family physician, and regular PTL contributor on her website, Ask Dr. G, and look for the link to that at our website, pittsburghtodaylive.com.